Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video I'm continuing my look at the first season of the X-Files, and this is episode 10, Fallen Angel, from 1993. This was transmitted on the 19th of November 1993 on the Fox network, and 24th of September 1994 in the UK on BBC Two. And before this we've had Space, and the next one to come is Eve. Right. Usual 45 minutes long, and it's written by, yes, Howard Gordon and Alex Ganser. Those names might be familiar, they might not be, but they are. Well, they wrote the 4th episode, Conduit, the 7th episode, Ghost in the Machine, the previous one, Space, they wrote that, and then they're going to write Lazarus, which is the episode 15, 1994, same season, and also the 19th episode, Dud Calm. That's how it sounds. That's how they pronounce it. It sounds German, but that wasn't very good German. Anyway, so they wrote those episodes establishing the X-Files, and really are also creators of future programs and producers. Yeah, excellent. Now, it's directed by Larry Shaw. He directed, or will direct in this terms, episode 12, called Fire. And he's just got a lot of TV series, and also again became another prominent producer. Now the music is usual, Mark Snow. The locations, well, one of them is Johnson Space Center, which is Houston, Texas. And then we've got more North Vancouver and Burnaby, British Columbia. So let's get into the cast. David Duchovny, of course, stars as Fox Mulder. And then we've got Gillian Anderson as Dana Scully. And then Jerry Hardin returns as Deep Throat. So they're the established cast. Then we've got Marshall Bell, who plays Colonel Calvin Henderson. Now he's got an interesting lot of films that he was in. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, 1985. He was in Twins, 1988. Total Recall, 1990. Natural Born Killers, 1994. Starship Troopers, 1997. And a very much more recent film from last year called Blackout, 2023. Which there's a lot of these sort of TV roles, TV series and films also. He's a very experienced actor. yeah. And then we've got Scott Bellis, who plays Max Fennig. Now he returns in with this character in fourth season episodes Tempest, Fungit, and Max. Yes. Um, Quite an impression I think he must have made in terms of the writers, and they decided to carry on with this story. And they fourth season, he's back. Now, um, the actor Scott Bellis also was in Time Cop, which is a brilliant Van Damme film, as we know. Also, a film called Antitrust from 2001. But his career, again, is very much involved in TV series and TV films, a massive amount that he's involved with. Then the next actor we've got is Frederick Coffin, who plays Chief Joseph McGrath. Now, he had a career going right back to 1973. Notable films that I noticed that he's in: Mother's Day, 1980, American slasher horror film. And then we've got Wayne's World. Yeah, the Wayne's World, 1992. And another film that pops up quite popular, and I think sadly was the last feature film made, was Identity in 2003. But he had a massive career as well, in a lot of films, but also in TV series and TV films. Yeah, so that is the sort of main actors involved in this. Now, what is this about? Well, really, it's another story getting a bit further into the alien conspiracy theme that has gone right from the beginning and throughout this first season weaves its way in and out. And this one is that kind of episode. It's not a creature feature. It is all connected with the alien conspiracy. Though you could argue there is a creature feature element in this story, definitely. So what is it about? Basically, a UFO crashes because the military immediately have to go in and they launch an operation quickly to clean it all up, as they would describe it as, making sure that there's no evidence of it there. And well, Mulder meets Deep Throat, and Deep Throat feeds him more information and so what is going on, and he hasn't got long to examine what exactly has happened, because they'll cover it up, produce a cover story to keep people away, like contamination that keeps people away. And so Mulder goes in, but he gets caught when he's snooping around. But also, when he's detained, he also meets Max Fennig, who is somebody who knows him as well, because he's one of the people who are looking into all this UFO phenomena. Well researched he is, and he knows about Mulder. He's a bit of a hero amongst that community, but it's interesting. They talk to each other, and Mulder says, "Yeah." He goes and visits him, but of course, when he's released, Scully turns up and says, well, we need to get back to Washington because we've got to explain ourselves. If we don't go back and ignore all this, the X-Files could get closed down. But Mulder makes it quite plain that he still wants to know what is happened here. He's seen it all, and it's all been taken away again. The evidence that he had like taking photographs, and he goes and sees Max, and Max is a very interesting character for him. And let me, I don't want to give too much more away now, but Scully is basically trying to get him back, but Mulder is still pushing to go to find more truth, and maybe in Max he's got an ally because he actually believes that he was an abductee, and it explains a lot in his eyes. And this is the wonderful story again that develops up into the conspiracy till we get, as usual, the conclusion of the story, which right at the very last scenes you get a bigger look at the wider conspiracy going on, and is Mulder being used? Interesting. But it's a great story, and I think what really brings this story alive is the character of Max Fennig, and that's why I think they bring him back in the 4th season, because he went down well. And I must mention the actor Scott Bellis. He gives a great performance. It really does. It's excellent. And what I like is you get it becomes a bit of a character study as well, and it's Mulder really, I think, he's wanting that truth again so near, and he feels maybe he's getting nearer through Max, but as usual, everything gets taken away from him. It's like he reaches this, oh, he's so near, and yeah, he's so far, really, because it always does that. This is what the story of the 1st season appears to be. He's only allowed glimpses, and when he gets nearer, it's taken away, just like that. Oh, wow. Why has that happened, you're saying to yourself? Well, it's a great storytelling, and it's a great theme. So we've gone this time into the conspiracy and away from the sort of creature features, but it's a great story again. I really love this. This is really when it feels very fresh, the conspiracy, as well as we're delving deeper into it. And of course, Scully, her character, is starting to see things again, and we notice now a loyalty to Mulder is very much there, and she'll defend him, and she's by his side. Yeah, it's great to see that. We've seen that really develop, and we get that in this episode as well. And also, one thing I know is that when we see the soldiers and they've been badly burned, it's quite graphic, really. It looks really quite graphic and quite shocking, and we see Scully in a medical doctor role as well. That's great. I love all these touches. Really enhance the episode and really make it great. And I'm just loving this series. I absolutely love it. And just before I go, I always do this. There it is. There is this wonderful 1st season box set within a box set. Yes, this is the first one of the whole big box set which I've got, and it's all in there. And this is it. that's it. I better go because I've been going on too long. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Then we'll let you know when I produce these videos. And also have a look at the playlists and just have a see what else I do. And you might enjoy it, you might not. Also, if you like this particular video, please give it a like because it gets it out into YouTube and all algorithms and all that. And then other people might enjoy it or perhaps won't. And if you've got any comments, then please put your comments down. I love to read your comments and what you think. I do. And it all costs note. So you can't say fairer than that, can they? Yeah, buy it, you can't. So all I gotta say is, I'll see thee again.